So how I define my art is that I like to explore something that's of authentic self. I want to make sure that it tells a story about my individual experiences, something that's unique to me, and I want to make sure that it's something that people can relate to. In essence, my artworks are sort of like snapshots of the different parts of my life. So in a way, if you look them all together, it could be read as a storyboard of sorts. And I felt that there's obviously some humorous aspect to life as there are some seriousness, which is why I use some iconic images like Godzilla, something from a pop culture that people can relate to or that people could kind of laugh at. But there's a serious undertone about what it's like to exist in this world, because not everything is very peachy, as they say in America. Not everything is jolly. Some things are quite the very opposite. So it's my way of balancing both at the same time. Through my art, I want to find a way to connect back to the world and find a place to fit in. Initially, what drives me to make my work was that I just really wanted to fit in, I suppose. The way I started my work, in high school, I was more worried about doing something that's stylistic, something that's cool, something that's fun, something that people will accept. But then the more I got into higher level art making, into college, the less that seemed to be that important. I wanted to do something more substantial, I wanted to be something more meaningful. And so I became more involved in more social issues or political issues. But then it's from a more of a distant area. It wasn't from more like a personal place where people weren't quite relating to how I perceived things. And then I started doing something more humorous when my mom passed away, and that became more of a, I guess, a hint to what I wanted to do next, which was reconnect back to the culture of being Chinese, Japanese, and American that I tried so hard to forget. Because of the difficulties I had in fitting into the American culture. Wherever I go, in America, I'm always seen as this Asian guy. First thing people ask is, where are you from? Well, do you mean what part of the States I'm from, or do you mean what country I'm from? Most people are saying what country, because they assume I have an accent. They assume that I'm good at math or something like this. I'm also a victim of stereotypes. So what motivates me these days is paint about these things to kind of break that stereotype, to say that I'm an individual in America and I'm an American, so please accept me as I am. And even though my work can be seen as Asian, it's truly an American painting. Oh, the Art Students League. What can be said about the Art Students League that hasn't been said before? Gosh, everybody says that it has been a great experience. It's a very wonderful, nurturing space, very supportive, and you're always surrounded by other artists who are also as dedicated as you are making work. That's always inspirational. But what was very important to me about being at the ASL, the Art Students League, here in Bit-Latcho campus, is that I got to make a project that was much bigger than myself, something that's more important than myself. And I had the space to do it. And I could say that in all the previous spaces I had been in, I haven't had the opportunity to. And to make my current project now has been the greatest gift that I received. And every day, the gift of time, it's something that I cherish, and I try to take advantage of it as much as I can. And I encourage any artist in the future to do the same.